This is the final review for today, August, or one of the final reviews as far as current theatrical movies. So this review is on the latest action um, cartoon revival, um, cartoon slash toy revival, G.I. Joe, and so it was a cartoon show, and obviously like action figures and dolls like in the '80s, which was long before me a little bit. So yeah, this movie, I can't really explain it in like a fancy way, like how I do with Transformers. Is it's I don't know, but basically, I mean, just so you guys can understand it from my perspective, it's just basically the good guys trying to stop the bad guys, and the bad guys are trying to do something about the world, and the good guys got to stop them. And so this movie has Marlon Wayans, who's one of my favorite comic stars, and Sienna Miller, who I really like. I have not seen that many of her movies, but I love her in Factory Girl, and she's so beautiful. And Rachel Nichols, who's also really beautiful, and she's like, I love her performance in P2. Um, and Channing Tatum, who I don't know, to me, like he's not like I think he's cool, but I never really thought he was that great of an actor. Just I mean, specifically in like he's the man and Havoc, but I thought he was really great. And unless Dito Montiel's directing him, I have not seen Fighting yet, but I have seen A Guide to Recognizing Your Saints. He's great in that movie. I love him in that movie, and I guess I mean he was pretty well. They got the right guy to play his role. Like no one could have done it better than Channing Tatum. He's like since the kind of guy he is, his image. He was perfect for this movie. So yeah, those are all the Rachel. See Rachel, Marlon, and Channing, and Dennis Quaid, and a lot of the people from like the Mummy, like the Mummy Returns, all that Scorpion King, like they kind of tie in. But anyway, so it has the same director from like the Mummy trilogy. Um, so you'll see Brendan Fraser and the guy who plays the Mummy. I don't know his name, and in the yeah. So basically, like three or four people that you see in some of the Mummy movies are in this movie as well, which is really cool. Especially Brendan Fraser's cameos, it's really awesome. So yeah, and Sienna is like the villain in this movie, and she's one hot villain. She wears like a brown wig for this movie. That's the thing. I mean, it's obvious it's a wig, but yeah, like with me, I was kind of getting lost through her character. It's like, wow, did she really dye her hair and get it this long for the movie? I mean, it's really idiotic of me to even like go there, but I don't know. It's just it's like once I mean, if you watch the movie, you might understand what I mean. But so yeah, um, the like I said, Marlon, Rachel, and Channing and Dennis Quaid, they're all the good guys. But Santa Miller, she's the villain. But like, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt's in here too. One of my favorite actors, who also was in 500 Summer. So that's great. He's in like two movies, and this one just one like summer, and he's done so great in both of them. They're both successful movies. So that's kudos to Joseph Gordon-Levitt. um, yeah, this movie, to me, it's like really great in the lines of the Transformers. I'm not comparing movies; they're both way different. But at the same time, with the action and like the hype for them, they're both the same, similar in my opinion. And this movie, the action was good. It wasn't really long, like these kind of movies are. It's an hour and 58 minutes. Like to me, that's not long. Yeah, it was great. Rachel and Sienna were really hot, and um, the character, like I thought the characters were really interesting. Even like the bad guys, like every character you saw, it's like like they weren't boring. Nobody was boring. They were just all like wow. And the fight scenes were impressive, especially like I was gonna say like Rachel and Sienna's fight scene, but it's not special. But I mean it's two girls fighting. I mean who isn't interested in that? So yeah, and of course Marlon. So yeah, Sienna Miller. This is one of her first big movies. She usually does indie movies. I love her in Factory Girl and Interview, and Channing Tatum. This is one of his first big roles. Like, well, no, I don't know. Like one of his first major film roles. Like because this is a high budget movie. So And this is definitely a big leading role for Rachel. Aside from P2, this is like she's like a heroine in this movie. So, and she does pretty damn good. And so yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of going on and on with No, but that's just because it's so damn awesome, and I loved it. I'm definitely gonna buy it when it comes out on DVD. Um, the ending is really good. It kind of has that like, um, I don't know, like I'm not gonna give it away, but just yeah, it's a great film. And of course, they have the song "Boom Boom Pow" for the end credits, and I like Black Eyed Peas, so I thought that was pretty cool. And so yeah, overall, this movie it's number one at the box office as far as what I heard. It's great. It's worth checking out. If you like Transformers, you will like G.I. Joe for sure. So yeah, that was the latest movie review I'm gonna give for today, and I'm gonna do upcoming DVD release reviews. So stick around for that.